Listen to the full audio series on the Pocket FM app. Click on the link in the description to install now. Emma was walking back home when she ran into Robert. Clearly, it wasn't a coincidence.
You didn't answer my calls. Why are you here?
Me? Why are you here? How did you even know I'm here? Are you stalking me? Samuel sat for his exams. Our contract is over, Mr. Erickson. And she just started walking away when she got a call from her roommate. Emma picked up the call and looked pretty tense after that. 3 big women? How could they barge into my dorm room just like that? Fine. Don't worry, I'll take care of it.
What did you say? 3 big women barged into your room? Who did you offend, Emma Green?
Don't worry about it. I left the dorm. I got myself a new place. No one knows about it. I'm safe. You can go home. But Robert continued to follow Emma to her new home. I said you can leave.
I just want to make sure you're safe. You can't push me away for that.
Look, I just moved in and this place is a mess. I'm gonna go to sleep and you... well, I don't know. Do whatever you want to do. With that, Emma fell asleep. Robert decided to go, leaving a note behind. He found himself doing strange things for her. He also wondered why he was so obsessed with a girl as normal as Emma. When Emma woke up to the note the next morning, she couldn't help but smile.
Emma, you're not gonna believe this. Kristen is pregnant, and the principal is super mad at her. I don't have the details, but I heard that the principal had asked her to get the child aborted, or if she decides to keep it, she's on her own.
I hope this works out for them. This isn't fair, even for someone like her. Emma felt a certain heartache when she heard it. Ted and Emma always talked about having a family of their own, but she knew it was not gonna happen anymore. At the far corner of the field sat Ted silently staring at Emma. He had been avoiding Kristen ever since she found out she was pregnant. Emma didn't notice him, and soon Samuel was there to pick her up to join his family for dinner.
Thank you for agreeing to have dinner with us, Miss Green, and thank you for tutoring me so well. I did my exams really well.
You're right on time. Dinner's all ready. Let's sit on the table.
Oh, I invited Andrew too. He's probably on his way and will be here soon. We should wait for him.
Robert's face changed colors when he heard Andrew's name. Andrew Erickson was the oldest brother, and he was in a wheelchair after a terrible accident that made both his legs paralyzed. Rumor has it that Robert was the one behind the accident, but no one knew the truth. Emma started to feel uncomfortable hearing it too. It seems like a family dinner. I really shouldn't be here.
Rubbish! You're like my big sister. You should be here.
You didn't tell me you were coming.
I didn't realize I had to inform you to come to my own home.
Emma had never seen anyone talk to Robert the way Andrew did. And the strange thing was, Robert didn't even say a word against him. Had it been anyone else, Robert would have had him killed. They wouldn't even look each other in the eye. All these made Emma really uneasy. She left the dinner table to go to the washroom, but was followed by Robert. You?
You look so pale. Are you okay?
I want to go home. Can I?
If you go home now, I'm gonna tell everyone our little secret.
What secret do we have?
You didn't forget that we've slept together, did you? So, why don't you just play along?
Emma couldn't believe herself. What was wrong with this guy? Adding to the tension, Andrew had started talking to Samuel about Emma in the dining hall.
Miss Green is only a few years older than you are, isn't she, Samuel? I've heard that most young guys like older women. Is that the same in your case? Are you guys secretly dating?
You're silly, Andrew. How could Samuel date my girlfriend?
The entire room fell silent. It was so hard for Emma to digest what Robert just said in front of his family. But why? Why would Robert go around telling people that she's his girlfriend? Was this gonna cause much more trouble for Emma?
I knew it! I knew you only kept Miss Green here because you liked her.
So, when are you planning to get married, brother?
Anytime I get the green signal from Miss Green.
Emma was starting to feel uncomfortable, but Robert seemed to enjoy putting her in such situations. Everyone at the dinner table stared at her, expecting her to speak, but she just smiled and nodded. Robert, I was just trying to take my leave. But Robert gently made her sit back. Emma couldn't wait to get out of the Erickson mansion. She was tired of faking her smile, and when it was finally time for her to leave, Robert surprised her again.
It was a great time. I'll be staying with Emma tonight at her place. Good night, brothers.
What?
Come on, let's go.
This is insane! You can't keep blackmailing me forever! Stop the car! Emma stepped out of the car and screamed until her throat hurt. Ah! Then she got back and insisted that she wanted to drive. Robert agreed. I'm gonna crash the car if you don't promise to never use the secret you have against me!
I see.
Robert seemed unbothered. Emma was speeding the car, and at one point she started to get scared. But Robert still sat calm and cool. What's wrong with you?
I like the idea of dying together. That's where you were heading, right?
Seriously? God! Emma angrily stopped the car. She had given in, knowing it was no use trying to threaten Robert. He was just built differently. And they reached Emma's home. Goodbye.
What? You heard me before. I'm staying with you tonight.
Mr. Erickson, please stop.
You said you wanted to drive and sent my driver away. And I'm pretty drunk too. Would you really want me to drive back home?
Ugh, fine! You can crash here for the night, wherever you find a place to fit you. I'm gonna take my bed. And when she woke up the next morning, Robert was already up and looking at her. Emma quietly got ready and left for school without saying anything to him. What did I do now? Why is everyone staring at me?
Emma, don't freak out. Your qualification to stay in school has been revoked by the principal.
What? You mean I'm done here? Emma's anger was seen all over her face. She rushed to the principal's room. The principal had a cunning smile on her face. Emma knew it was her way of getting back at Emma. You replaced me!
I was actually expecting you, Emma. Oh, yes, you've been replaced by Kristen. The list is out. Personally, I know you are a much better student than Kristen could ever be, but...
But you promised Ted and I's issues won't come in between my education and what I deserve!
Promises? I made that promise because back then, my son was head over heels in love with you. He would have hated me if I was being unfair with you, but now he doesn't have a thing for you, and I can finally be however I want to be with you.
Your son! Are you sure he doesn't have a thing for me? Because I'd love to try. You know, he was still running behind me 2 days back. Now, since you broke your promise, why shouldn't I? Have a good day, Principal Smith. Emma calmly walked out, leaving the principal shocked. She must have never seen this side of Emma. Did Emma just threaten her? The principal got worried. What was Emma gonna do now? Could she trick Ted to go back to her? As Emma rushed out of the principal's office, Carrie caught up with her, and she was scared too, seeing Emma all flushed up in anger.
Emma, are you okay? You're freaking me out. What happened back there? Did she tell you something? Anything?
No, but she knows what's coming for her, and it'll be on her. Just then, Emma saw a familiar car stop near her. It was Robert's car, of course. Emma's emotions all got mixed up. She was so angry now, but not at the principal or Ted, but at Robert. This guy doesn't understand words at all. It's time he gets his lesson. What was Emma gonna do? Will her anger spoil the good things that were about to develop between her and Robert? Or was she really gonna go after Ted now? Hi guys, Emma here. Listen to full episodes of Cupid's Curse exclusively on the Pocket FM app. Click the link in the description, or simply search Pocket FM on Play Store or App Store to install now.